The national debt continues to head in the wrong direction and at an accelerated pace. On Tuesday, the Congressional Budget Office releasing an updated report predicting the debt clock will hit and surpass the $56 trillion mark by 2034. At the moment, the debt remains just under $35 trillion. This comes as the U.S. continues to spend more money than it collects in taxes.
Continuing to spend massively more than we take in and adding every year massively to the national debt will not go on forever. And unless we deal with it in a constructive way, we will have a financial catastrophe at some point.
For 2024, the CBO predicting the U.S. will spend $1.9 trillion more than it brings in. That's up from the initially predicted $1.6 trillion deficit for this year. The increase was largely driven by President Biden canceling $100 billion in student loan debt, as well as the ballooning costs of aiding Ukraine and Israel, and increased Medicaid spending.
We have a political system where instead of doing any of the necessary hard things that budgets require, our politicians seem to bury their heads in the sand.
A partial or full extension of Donald Trump's 2017 tax cuts, which Biden and Trump have said they support to varying degrees, will increase the deficits further.
It's not just spending, it is both spending and taxing. You have to do both in order to reach balance.
The leaders elected this fall will have to make important decisions that will impact the country's financial well-being, like whether or not to raise the debt limit and by how much. Also, whether or not to extend Donald Trump's 2017 tax cuts, as well as important decisions on healthcare subsidies. On Capitol Hill, I'm Kayla Gaskins.